Welcome back to my hard difficulty walkthrough for Resident Evil Zero, my friends. This is the final part of my walkthrough. During this segment we're going to take care of the final boss, and it's going to be a long battle. So we're going to start by switching back to Billy. Rebecca will be automatically teleported into the final boss room when you go through the door. In this area there are two zombies. I'm just going to dodge them. There's no point in wasting bullets here, because even though I'm going to use my handgun for the first stage of the final boss, I want to save up my shotgun ammunition for the second stage of the boss fight. I'm going to use the shotgun to weaken the boss, and that should make the final stage of the fight a lot more simple, because it will allow me to save up all my stronger ammunition. That includes the grenade launcher and the magnum. I'm going to save those for the final stage of the fight, because I think I found a strategy that works pretty well and that should prevent you from taking damage during the final boss fight. So before we move on to the next area, we're just going to pick up a few magnum bullets. Have Rebecca with the handgun before you step inside this room. Let's do this. It's Leech killing time.
Welcome, young ones. So glad you have joined the party. You are the guests of honor. After all, it's your wake.
Who are you? Dr. Marcus?
No, you can't be. What's going on?
10 years ago, Spencer had me assassinated.
Oh, time to die, Doctor.
I will take over your research.
Wesker. Birkin.
However, something wondrous happened. It took the T-virus inside of my queen years to procreate my new life.
I live. Now I will have my revenge on Umbrella, and the world will burn in an inferno of hate.
You'll pay for what you've done.
We'll see which one of us is gonna die.
Okay guys, so as soon as we regain control of the characters, we're going to run forward, and what we're going to do here is get one of the characters out of the way. The Queen Leech will follow whichever character it sees.
Okay.
So we're going to get Billy out of the picture. Just use the right analog stick to get him away from the screen, and the Queen Leech should keep following Rebecca. If you run all the way with Billy to the end of this area, then the Queen Leech won't go after him. And now, this is the long part, we're going to go around this area and we're going to shoot the Queen Leech with the handgun. Like I said, you'll need at least about 130 bullets to get this job done. If you remember, I said that in the previous segment. so we're going to be here a while, but this method is pretty safe. So we can fire up to 3 shots here. There we go, 3 shots here. And in this corner we can fire 1 or 2 shots. I would just fire 1 because, as you can see, it will attack immediately afterwards. And we're just going to keep repeating this process until the Queen Leech is down. Like I said, it's going to take a while. I'm thinking I should have about maybe 10 bullets before it finally dies. But it works pretty well. The walls protect you from the Queen Leech's attacks and you're in a safe zone. Just don't get cocky and fire too many shots at the same time because you will be grabbed. 4 bullets per turn is more than enough, and it really won't take that long. It should take about 11 to 12 minutes. I suppose that if I had picked up the custom handgun parts, I could fire a little bit more quickly and speed up this process, but honestly, even with the custom handgun parts, I doubt you'll be able to fire more than 4 shots per turn. Maybe in this part you'll be able to fire 2 bullets instead of 1, but it's still a risk because the Queen Leech moves incredibly fast and it has long range attacks. The most important thing really is to get Billy out of the picture, and that's why you should use the right analog stick to have him disappear essentially. But you need to keep Rebecca on the area so that the Queen Leech can see Rebecca and go after her. And aside from that, we just have to keep playing Ring Around the Rosies. It's not that bad. Our enemy looks like a giant mutated rose, kind of. Okay, maybe not a rose, but it does look kind of like a creepy flower. Who would have thought that Rebecca had battled so many giant monsters? When you meet her in the remake, you wouldn't think that. She doesn't seem as tough as she is here. But here, as you can see, Rebecca's totally toying with the Queen Leech. Come after me, sucker! Oh, and make sure you don't run out of bullets and that you reload your weapon manually, because if you do it automatically, chances are you're going to get hit since it takes Rebecca a while. But this strategy does seem to work pretty well. My first strategy, the one that I wanted to use, was to use Molotov cocktails to weaken the Queen Leech, but that doesn't work because it moves so fast that it's really hard to connect with a Molotov cocktail, so the handgun works much better. If only Chris could see Rebecca now. He wouldn't leave her behind every chance he gets, he would take her with him, since... Well, I dare say that Rebecca faced more powerful monsters in Resident Evil Zero than Chris did in the remake. Come here, boy! There we go. It's entered its second stage. You can get a few free shots because it will take it a while before it starts walking again once it enters this stage, but be careful because its tentacle attack will be more powerful, and I think the range also increases, so you do need to be careful. As long as Billy isn't in the map, as you can see. Just have to keep doing this over and over again, and it's already taken quite a lot of damage. That's because the handgun bullets hardly do anything to the Queen Leech, but they do deal some minimal damage, and if you pile up all that damage, it's bound to catch up. Plus, I think it irritates the Queen Leech if you just keep shooting it with the handgun. I think the Queen Leech is like, you mock me, and I will have you pay with your life. But in reality, our plan is working pretty well so far. See, that tentacle attack, it's rather dangerous, not to mention creepy, I mean. But you know how Capcom likes their tentacles in monsters. Should be no surprise. Okay. We should be getting close to the final stage of this fight. Just have to keep shooting and hope for the best. Rebecca at this time is probably singing, "I'm the best around, nothing's gonna keep me down." Okay, so we're running out of handgun bullets, but the Queen Leech should be dying in a couple more turns. You'd think that for a super scientist, Marcus would be a little bit smarter than this and understand that I'm just toying with him. But I guess he doesn't care. And as you can see, by doing this, we're saving quite a lot of ammunition towards the final boss fight. We'll have a bunch of grenade rounds, we'll have a lot of shotgun bullets, and we'll also have a few magnum bullets. So hopefully that will be enough for me to stall the Queen Leech while Rebecca turns the valves open and opens the ceiling of the facility. Creepy tentacle attacks. Why would you do that? You couldn't really give it another attack. That's such a Capcom thing to do. Okay, feel free to die at any time now, man. Because you're starting to run out. Like I was saying earlier on, I think that at best we might have like 10 bullets left by the end of this fight. I like how Billy is just probably chilling in the corner being like, yeah, you go girl, you do this. Rebecca must be so mad. She's probably like,
God damn it, Billy, come and help me!
any day now, man. Any day. There we go. See, it's down. So it did take us like 12 minutes to do this, but it's down and we still got a few handgun bullets to spare. Nice job, Rebecca. See, Billy, that's how you get it done. I think we have a new badass on this team, and it's not you, Billy. Now pick up that key and let's go. Yes, ma'am.
This way.
Okay.
Rebecca should be laughing whenever she encounters a boss now. In the remake, I'm still surprised that she gets scared with a hunter, considering what she just did. Yet in the remake they do kind of portray her as a little bit helpless. Yes, she does save Chris at one point, but if you really think about it, it's very hard to believe that Rebecca went through all the things that she went through during this game when you meet her in the remake, because she seems super green. When you really think about it, Jill and Chris are the rookies in comparison to Rebecca. Because at this point she's faced more dangerous enemies than Chris and Jill ever had. In fact, at this point Chris and Jill would be still heading out to the mansion. They might still even be in Raccoon City. But okay, we're going to prepare ourselves for the final fight. It took me quite a few tries to get this right, but we'll do this. You ready for this, Rebecca?
Yes, Billy.
You're not going to take too long to turn the valve handles?
No, Billy, I won't.
Good, then we should be okay.
What?
It's the Queen!
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Who activated the self-destruct system?
Come on, can't this thing move any faster?
Okay guys, immediately as soon as this fight starts, hold the right analog stick left to get Rebecca out of the way, fire those 2 magnum bullets and then switch to your shotgun because you don't want to waste more magnum ammunition here. If the Queen Leech goes after Rebecca, which it will probably, fire 2 shots with the acid rounds and the Queen Leech should turn around and go after Billy. And now this is the most important part of the fight. We're going to use the shotgun to defeat the Queen Leech during this stage, and the reason why we're doing that is due to the fact that the shotgun is pretty much useless during the final stage of this fight, where you have to cover Rebecca and prevent the Queen Leech from attacking Rebecca while she turns the valves and opens the ceiling. Since the shotgun can't really stun the Queen Leech, or rather it can, but it takes quite a lot of bullets. So we're just going to use the shotgun here. As you can see, I'm not climbing all the way down, I'm standing on the steps still, because that will prevent the Queen Leech from charging forward and knocking Billy out, and it will protect me against the acid. However, whenever it fires the acid, move a couple of steps up, and that should protect you from the acid. The acid is the most random element in this fight. And there we go.
Follow me! You work on the windows.
Got it.
I'll use my charm to distract Her Majesty.
Okay guys, so from this point onward we lost control of Rebecca, we can only control Billy. Rebecca is AI controlled and the AI is pretty bad, so you really need to protect her as best as you can. Switch the shotgun with the grenade launcher, get all the grenade launcher rounds and equip the grenade launcher and immediately run towards this side. The Queen Leech will always go for Rebecca first. Fire 3 to 4 shots with the grenade launcher and the Queen Leech will turn around and go after Billy. That's how much it takes to stun the Queen Leech. However, whenever Rebecca opens one of the locks, the Queen Leech will turn around and go after Rebecca. So here, it's the most important part of the fight. Keep firing until the Queen Leech turns around once again, otherwise Rebecca will take damage here. And again, it's kind of random and it does come down to luck, because Rebecca might get hit with the acid and you can't really do anything about it. Unfortunately, the AI isn't that great, but now that the Queen Leech is after us once again, we're going to climb up the steps and we're going to stay here in the corner and we'll be protected. Okay, Rebecca has opened that valve as well, so only 2 more locks to go. So we're going to climb down now, and once again guys, keep pressure on the Queen Leech, keep firing at the Queen Leech until Rebecca passes, otherwise Rebecca will be hit. It's very important that you do this, and it's going after Rebecca still, so we'll keep firing until it comes after us. Come after me, leave her alone, there we go. Okay, and if things go well from this point forward, we still have 5 magnum bullets and 6 grenades, so we should have this fight in the bag. Unless I get hit with the freaking acid, which, as you can imagine, it happened during my practice run, and it was very annoying. 1 more valve. Come on, Rebecca, hurry up. Let's get up there. Once Rebecca opens another lock, the Queen Leech will always go after Rebecca. That's the thing that you need to keep in mind, and that's when you need to open fire against the Queen Leech and keep hitting her and keep hitting the Queen Leech, because otherwise Rebecca will be in trouble. Of course, if you don't care about taking damage, then you really don't need to worry all that much. But we got it! The ceiling is going to open and this fight's over. We did it, my friends, we did it. Let's enjoy the final cutscene. I'm really glad we got it.
Hey, Queenie! Feast on this!
Hey, that must be the old mansion that Enrico was talking about. I guess it's time to say goodbye. Officially, Lieutenant Billy Coen is dead.
Yeah, I'm just a zombie now. Thank you, Rebecca.
And we never saw Billy again. Oh well, I like to think he's driving a trucker somewhere. But here we are, my friends. The walkthrough is over. We got S rank, which I'm kind of surprised because I wasn't really worried about it, but I guess I'll add it to the description as well. That final boss fight was intense, but my strategy does seem to work pretty well. Unfortunately, the only random element is the acid. Sometimes you'll get hit with the acid and you won't even understand why, but it does come down to luck as well. But as you can see, we got a bunch of trophies for completing on hard difficulty, getting S rank, and never using a healing item. And that's it. Rebecca's going to head towards the mansion, which, if you ask me, she should have went with Billy, but I guess she chose otherwise. We've unlocked Leech Hunter and Wesker mode, which is probably what I'm going to do next. And we also get the machine gun and the rocket launcher. I'm going to be combining all the parts and uploading a no commentary version for those of you who don't like commentary, so look forward to that. That way you can watch it like you're watching a movie. And I'll be releasing a walkthrough for Wesker mode like I said up next. So I hope you found this walkthrough useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Take care, my friends.